Good morning. Good morning, guys. This is Sunday. Surprise, surprise. 10 a.m. live stream, right? Anyway, just dropping the missus off work and trying to finish that video, but I don't know, maybe later on today. But right now, just enjoying the morning coffee, you guys. Welcome to my everyday life. That's it. Let's get rolling and come back, set up everything. Here comes the boss lady. Already? Just want to make a little bit of clarification from the previous video, you guys, when I was telling you that I want to put the fridge freezer, well, it's mostly going to be freezer in the back here on the slide. I would love to be able to slide it and put a gate in there and slide it inside, but I'll take you guys inside and I'll show you why that would not work. Okay, so looks like the seal that I put on looks good. I just did the siliconing on those edges, but let's go inside and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so this guy here, I got the water, so this I just brought it in when I had all my tools in the back. So this all is gonna go in the back, including some of these solar generators that I carry with me. Maybe you guys cannot see it as well, but I also have two there, and there is the mess with the cable from the Starlink. But anyway, those I put them in here because I had to carry my tools. Those are all going in the back there. Now let's talk about the bed side, okay? What I was saying, why not? Because this porta potty has to be here. Plus I carry my solar panels in there for, you know, when we are in the bush. And like I was saying, I have these two totes that they are on the side there, you know. And even if it would be here, it's gonna be kind of hard. And then where do I gonna push this guy, you know? Unless we make some kind of different porta potty. I wouldn't have it if it was just me. A bucket would be nice, but because I have Leah, well, I have to have the porta potty. So that's the reason, you know. And then that's why I said you cannot make something to slide both sides, because of this guy here, you know. It's limited, you know. The other option would be to have the porta potty sitting right there between the two seats on a slider, and then when you need to use it, just slide it in here, do your business, and slide it back out there. But I also have to think about it when I need to empty it. It's gonna be really hard. So I don't know, what do you guys think? Which one is the better option? You know, fridge underneath the bed, porta potty here, or the fridge in here, modify this, and then just have it slide out, and just move those batteries on this side where the other three batteries are, right here. Or maybe just put three 200 amp hour batteries, and then we be in business. Here are the measurements. 20-inch wide, so the width would be okay. We would have plenty of room to have it in, because I would have the sliders probably on the bottom, not on the side. So 20-inch, it's perfect. Lengthwise is not bad. The only problem we're gonna have, it's actually the height. So the height should be 19, And as you guys can see the 19 where it is, let me see, you guys can see it. Okay, so here is the 19 right on the top. So what I would have to do, maybe I can just modify this, raise up just the sitting area, and yeah, or maybe I will make a brand new bench, you know, remove this one and just make a brand new bench, just make it a little bit taller, and then cut this one so this is sliding in and out. And you need the freezer, you basically just slide it right out here, do your stuff, push it back on, lock it, and away you go. Because underneath the bed, no way it's gonna work. Sunday is gone. It was a pretty good Sunday, didn't do a whole lot, did a little bit. Now I'm going to pick up my missus. And yes, I'm all bundled up because it's cold, and now the wind stopped, the rain moved in. That's a good looking Ford Pleasure Way, right? Look at that beauty. Now it just needs to be a little bit lifted, and it's good to go. I'm just gonna go quickly through what you need to do if you have a diesel heater and you have issues, and all depending on the issues. If it's smoking, you know, most likely it's your glow plug and the atomizer, and I'll take you guys through that process. And I recommend it once a year, open the whole unit out, clean it, and I'll show you a piece inside there too. You can replace it because they are really cheap. So let me start taking the board off from the main unit, and then we're gonna take the glow plug out and all that kind of stuff, right? So here we go. Okay, unplug this guy. That's the temperature sensor, and unplug the glow plug. There we go, and the fan. So it's a good practice always to have a good spare board, because that's what happened in this case. This guy here is broken, something somewhere inside, so it's no good. I ordered the new one, and the new one is working just fine. So you'll know it as soon as you go and you want to start the diesel heater and does nothing, it or doesn't even light up the controller. This is the problem. Carry a spare one. It's only like $14-15 depending on what size of unit you have. If you have the 2001, or if you have the big one, right, like this one, you know, depends which one you have, you can choose the board. Okay, now let me just take the glow plug out, and this is really easy. You pop it out from that location there. You can use a pick, just don't break the seal, or you can just use your fingers. Come on. Okay. She's fighting a little bit, okay? Let's see. Position, position, position. There we go. Okay, popped out. You see how nice and tight is in there? And then we pull it off a little bit. And then now you have access to use your real wrench. So when you buy these glow plugs, they also include these wrenches for you guys, so it's no big deal, you know. Once you crack it, you know, it's there, and then you can just take this guy out. and I show you what's important. Also with the atomizer, when you put it in, you have to make sure that it's seated all the way down, because there is a small little air hole in there. You want to make sure that that hole, you see I just put this one, it's a brand new one, as you guys can tell, because I already rebuilt this one. I'm just doing this just to show you guys what you need to do if you want to get in there. You know, you can also make sure that this is updated so it's not okay. Now the next step is we're gonna take the fan apart. I'm gonna take this one, open it up, loosen up. It's 4 bolts, and it's good to carry also the gaskets, you know, because they easily break when you take them apart, and you wouldn't want to use that or use silicone or anything like that. They are so cheap, you know. That's why I said you can have a controller, a motherboard, a glow plug, and all the gasket things for about $35–40, and you can just have it with you in your van or in your RV or whatever unit you have. And then if you ever have any issues and you are on the road, you don't have to panic. You have all the parts you need to take this guy and, you know, make it run. So like I said, it all depends, you know. Like the only time if I would take this apart like I'm doing it right now, if it smoked a lot and after a year or something like that, you just want to get in and clean it. But if you run it high, this should never have any soot inside. It might have a little bit of black smoke, but that's it, you know, that's no big deal, you know. But if you notice that you're having a little bit of issue at the fire up and it's smoking and stuff like that, definitely I would pull the atomizer out and I would put a new glow plug in it and fire it up, and you should be fine, unless the motherboard has some kind of issues and is not firing properly the glow plug. Then you can just unplug the motherboard, plug in the new one, and you'll see it right away. It's good, it's working, well, you are in business. Plain and simple, right? So here we are. Okay, so now this guy, just like that. Okay, so this is the fan. Okay, so you make sure that this is freely and spinning like a champ, right? This also can be taken out apart. Okay, you can pull all this apart and no problem, right? Oh, make sure it's properly lined up. Now mine is not. Don't know what I did to it, but let's see. Oh, that's why I broke the, you see? There you go. There you go. This guy is broken. But that's okay. I think we have a new seal anyway. No. No, that's not the one either. I'll be damned. I thought I had a... Well, anyway, doesn't matter. You see, that's what I'm saying. This just becomes brittle and it just broke it completely up. But we'll order another one, because Yeah, I don't know how come. Oh, this is, I know why. This one is from the bigger one, not from this guy. Okay, so we need to order a new one. I need to scrap all this off. What's touching here? We have to look into this too. Because you don't want to have any friction on this guy, okay? There you go, the pieces are off. Okay. Okay, now another thing that also can go broken here, and I seen this before. This is where the fuel line comes in, goes up and goes inside, and this is where the glow plug is, right? And I don't know if you guys can see it in there, but let me just see this atomizer. I'll bring the camera a little bit closer. When you remove the old one and you push this one in, you're gonna see there is a little hole coming in, and you want to make sure that that hole, it's actually not plugged, it's free. So the atomizer should be way down there. So there is the hole right there, and you see the atomizer is deeper down there. Let me just pull this guy out, and then you guys are gonna see. Okay, I think I'm gonna need something stronger to get this guy out, because I tightened them so hard there. Just by finger you can't do it. So I put a new one. This is cheap on Amazon. It's also a good thing to have a spare one, because what happened, the line where is brazed, I don't know, for some reason was cracked, and it was coming fuel out and was just cooking it all over on the outside here. So that's why I changed this guy out too. So it's still cheaper than spending $1,500-$1,600, you know, as long as you can have it running for a full year, full winter, and then in the summer or in the fall you do a little bit of service, and then you are good to go for the next season, you know, just like that. It's nothing really difficult, and like I said, most of the time you don't even have to get this deep far in it, unless you really just wanted to clean it, because the biggest issues with these guys is not the internals here, it's always the board or the controller that actually goes bad, and it's not firing and giving you all kinds of trouble, and also the fuel pump, you know. So that's why I said get the 16mm pump regardless what size of unit you have, and you be happy. So it's not gonna be over fueled, okay? There you go. So as you can see, this is a brand new chamber, you know. So what happens, let's see if you guys can see it. That's the atomizer in there. I don't know how good you guys can see it. I'm gonna take the phone later on and do it. And then the fan is spinning, it pushes air in here, the fuel gets inside, and there is some holes all around there, and this is where the flame is gonna shoot right in here, and then that's the exhaust side coming right out, just like that, you know. So yeah, this one has, I didn't clean it, it has a little bit of black smoke in there. I really don't care about that, because you know, smoke is always gonna be, because you're burning diesel. This is the critical part, not to be clogged up and all that kind of stuff, right? So let me bring it closer and see if I can show the atomizer, if we can focus the camera in there, right? So let's see. Let me just put it on. Yeah, there you go. You see that little tiny hole there? Now you want to make sure that when you put that atomizer, you can see the atomizer in there, you want to make sure that that hole is cleared, you know, and then reassemble all this kind of stuff and you're good to go. And it's very easy, right? You put this guy in, you line up, you want to make sure that this little rubber gasket here, it goes the way it's supposed to, nicely in there, press it all the way nice down, line up the holes. And then the 3 little bolts, you put it in, and this part here is done. And then you just do the rest, right? Okay. So nothing to it, right? Nothing to it. So anyway, I cannot put my fan back on because I don't have a new seal. I have a few seals here, but nothing for this little guy. So I got one already coming, ordered. So once that come back in, I'll put this all back together. And I'll carry this unit with me just in case if something goes wrong with my existing one, then I don't need to worry about it if I am in a minus conditions, like really cold, you know, and I don't want to use my wood stove. I just pull this guy out and it takes me probably 20 minutes to pull the old one out, put the new one in and fire it up, and we are good to go. Simple as that, right? So once I get the new seal, we're just gonna put this guy right back in there where it's supposed to go, and voila, you know. Just like that. And then you want to make sure that this guy, it's spinning nice and quiet and no friction, no nothing, right? So that's it, you guys. And as same goes for this style, you know, this is the same thing, right? But we're not gonna open this because, you know, this one has no issues inside. We don't need to change the glow plugs. We know that this one had problem with the motherboard. I got a new motherboard and a new controller because I don't like this style of controller. We're gonna use one of these guys right here, you know, with an LCD screen, and we're gonna set it up and test drive it. Next one, I'll show you guys when this is all up and running, everything how it works, and easy peasy. And if you guys have any questions, just hit me up either email me or leave a comment and I will answer you guys. So there you guys have it. It's all there, it's all done. That's what it takes. I hope you guys learned something from it. Like I said earlier, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please don't hesitate, hit me up. I'll be more than happy to help you. But that's all I'm gonna have for you guys in this one. I really appreciate your love. I appreciate all the support. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. I will really much appreciate that. That's it. Next one, we'll see you guys in Salem, Oregon. Till then, my friends, I wish you all the best. Be safe, be happy. Peace out. Who's here? Howdy! Oh, there he is. Oh my god, look at this, you guys. Like, come on, you don't have to do that, man.